And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
We got this. What's that? 58, Mike. Three buck.
On first down, Shelby. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end, Cook.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey, Wood! I got you! And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the slant. 58.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie! You don't want it. 58, boy, 58, Mike. You don't want this. Hey, 58. Red 80. 58's the Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Darnold, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
They'll run on first down. Shelby. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Ready? 18 Gator. Go. Let's see what you got.
Now a handoff looking right. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's pick it up, it's out of time, guys.
2nd and 9 now. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
54 now.
Back to throw. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, team 6. 54, right there, 54 Mike. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
2nd and 6. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 60 or.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Back to throw here. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Go now, 50, plant. Check. I'm coming.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Hey, Alpha. It's been a long day for you. Check, 55. Look at me. Zipper. Hit it.
They'll drop the throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
I'm here all day. 55's my guy, 55.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Down. 90, Wolf. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Nick Boyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On second down, Shelby. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Darnold. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Shelby. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Go. Defense wins championships, baby.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Come on, set. 60 or. X3. 218, jump. 55. Now. Bravo. 55's my guy, 55. Curl it. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On first down, it's Darnold. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
the outlaw.
Coming. Hey, watch that. Watch
Hey, Zoo.
54. Mike, 54. Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Let go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Ready, set.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Get it.
2nd and 10. He gets this one to Johnson. Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 58. Come on. 58.
Back to throw, Darnold. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Whitney merciless in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Let's go.
Yep. Big grip.
Now they try the right side here. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, exit.
Now Darnold. Finding Knox there, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, lady. 57.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check.
Hey, wahoo.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Right there. 54.
5.
Looking to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Vic Beasley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, high 7.
54. Mike's 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Steelers are going to take over 1st. And 10 deep in their own The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
First down, Steelers.
Hey, echo.
A first down throw. Darnold looking here for Smith downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
It's our deal. Hey, it's our house. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Lawyer John. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded at the 27. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Steelers 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, 4 down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Go!
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Watch out.
Blue draw Corkers.
Yeah, right there. 54 Mike. Hey, tight.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Here we go. Hey, watch that.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Bravo!
Watch the run. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Big grip.
Back to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Mike 54. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Hey, watch that.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 54. Hey. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Back to throw here. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored.
And now nothing but green ahead of the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, 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 hey. Move. Snap.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
On the double.
955. Hey, eat.
Ready, ready.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the Giants' 31-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed